bored, so been meaning to finish this, so why not? Let's see. Let's turn on muting mic. Turn on flash. There we go. Okay. Everything is set. Good. So now it is time to paint and finish up KANG here. So I know partially what stuff I need to do. Okay. Oh, there was already a like on the stream. Cool. Well, that's amazing. Hopefully, that's pretty cool. Somebody liked the stream. Good afternoon, Becca. Okay. So let's put fucking layers here. Wow. Back hurts. Bleeding. I figured it out, by the way. Where you original where I met you in a way. Live stream. Should have figured that out sooner. Ha ha ha. Hey man, welcome. Are you sure about that? You stole that joke from me. How dare you? Also, I do have, after I get this done, I'm going to paint Apocalypse here. I have a pre-sketch from the Swords of X event. So I had to look at photo reference and stuff. And then I have a somewhat decent Johnny Storm sketch out. So also welcome, man. Hold on, let me adjust the camera. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Are you sure about that? You stole that from me. Are you sure about that? Anytime. Thank you. By the way, just out of curiosity, what do you think? Because I've got the armor as close as I can to the way it looks, and I don't know if I hate this stand. It keeps drifting. I don't know if it's hold on. And there we go. Okay. This stupid stand. If there's areas I need to lighten up or darken, what do you think? I do appreciate you being here. It would be very boring if nobody was watching. It would get very boring really fast. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, I just casually talk to yourself. Yeah, pretty much. I would make me feel like I'm insane. Yeah, I'd be. Thank you. But it would make me feel like I'm insane. Very muchly. Yes. Thank you. I did. When I was looking at, like, I originally was gonna do an Alex Ross style Apocalypse. To everyone else, I'm just random moderator. Yes. But I was gonna do something like this, but I was like, I kept struggling because I went through several different sketches, and I just like nothing felt right. I tried; it was like either the head's too big, or the face doesn't feel right. So I was like, okay, let me simplify this. So I was like, okay, let's try the Swords of X Apocalypse. So hopefully, if I can get that painted, it'll turn out okay. Because my biggest thing is I want things to look relatively better than what I hope it would look like. Because like especially if I'm doing a character like the MCU Kang or Apocalypse, or for instance, because I know you very well, Nero here. I want it to look as close as I can realistically to how I hope things would look. Same as for like Dante or whoever I'm painting. So I'm for Kang here. I kind of have to make a few sacrifices, especially on the armor front, because it's like it's a purple armor, so I kind of have to. It's very complicated because I was looking at more photo reference, and I have a few um things like magazines here, um and there's like just rough images. Like it's like very blurry. um uh for me it's very hard because like I don't like to sacrifice um stuff for it, so at least for me. um so I have to be careful where I lighten things and where I darken things. um I Speaking of images, I do need to. I did want to do. I can't speak. I did want to do something that was a little bit interesting in the future, and I know you're gonna like this, man. I was planning on maybe eventually doing um something for like Final Fantasy or Assassin's Creed, or what was there was another franchise you like, but I'm trying to remember. I think it Yu-Gi-Oh. I was gonna do one like somebody from that in like a one-shot type painting thing, uh, like drawing, and I was debating which one I should do, and that's where I was gonna eventually ask you what which one you would want uh to see me do um at some point, out of curiosity. Okay, so I think I got most of guide balanced. Okay, so now I gotta work on the down or low, and then the um darkened bits. If if I had if I had more of this, and I wish they made more, I'm using a dried gouache palette. I should have grabbed more. um but I can't. I need to get more at some point. Um so yeah. What else? Shoot. Oh, right. I am planning on selling a few of these, but I do have, so I have Jin here, um Raven, Scorpion, Mortal Kombat, uh Death from Darksiders, and a few others. I just need to get some stuff done. So I thought I'd start with KANG today. And then I can do a do at some point maybe do some videos where I just I'm just yes my that reminds me I need to download that. I haven't had the chance. I've gotten pretty much everything else. I just haven't had the time to freaking download that. That reminds me. That reminds me I need to do that. And that's good. Crap. I'm not skilled enough to even attempt to try to draw the Rock F Black Adam. I'm not even gonna try to do that one yet. What is your question? Actually, reminds me I need to go get my books, my Alex Ross books, but I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna pull them off my stupid shelf. What the fuck? Ow. Get the fuck out of me. Okay, so I need to focus on shading down here. So it's like that middle bit, it's like a dark purple. By the way, man, I honestly need to work on the one problem with recording a video from my phone, art-wise, is that the video quality is somewhat shit. I don't know what it is, but that's what I've encountered when I've tried to do those. I've did a few videos art-wise, and the quality of it is ass, and I don't know why. I'm debating at some point getting like a camera or getting something and linking it to a computer and do stuff that way, so it saves up on my time, because I don't want to sit there and edit or have to worry about editing stuff if it's like if the video half the time not many people on the channel watch the videos, because I was looking at like the ratio of like how well those did, and view wise and likewise they really didn't do as well as I was hoping, which if granted, and it's perfectly normal, and I'm kind of like, well, it's like I can't really sit there and complain, and I'm not, but I was just kind of I found it very confusing. But then I also realized maybe that because the video quality is terrible, kind of makes sense. If that makes any sense. Yeah. Also, Stupid question, but because I know you would know the answer and I should know the answer, but I forget the freaking name. The guy with wings and the long sword in Final Fantasy with the white hair. What is his name again? Because it reminds me I probably need to do something of him before Cloud. I don't know. And I'm doing all right. My lower back is bleeding for some stupid reason, but I think that's just because I got bit by something. But I am. Besides that, I am doing fine. Because I knew Cithrion. I knew you would know the answer. Yeah, I was thinking about probably doing a few different style characters that I haven't done before. That's why I was thinking, I could try a few like Final Fantasy characters. And I was thinking, like, what is that name of that one character that I've seen a few cosplays of, and he has like the wings and all that stuff? Cethrion. Okay. Well, I might do him first. I don't know. I would have to look at whatever reference I can find, and maybe try doing him. Like I don't know, because it's a confidence thing for me. Like some characters, if I do a different style, like for instance, hold on, let me move this. So for instance, this Princess Peach one, all well and good, like, but some stuff like it takes a lot longer, and it's also like a confidence thing where I have to be careful. So Death from Darksiders here, or Scorpion here, or just any characters in general. Because I tried doing a different one, like a different style, like more ink based. Mario was. That's good, trust me. Um, um, and doing Mario, it just didn't turn out as well, and I probably due to like a style thing. So for me, it's like I want to try different characters that are different styles, but it's a lot for me to try to think. Well, okay, first I got to think of a pose, then I got to think, well, if I do that, well, how and what stuff, like type of, like what should I do? How, like, get the facial stuff right, get that the rendering and stuff, and because like he has like that big large ass sword. I don't want to compromise in the pose because like for someone like with a sword, I want there to be like a little bit of that's why this one for Jin was so hard, is because I wanted it actually to work within the character. If they have like a sword, there's like a lot more in the pose that you have to do and think of, um because like Cloud naturally holds his sword behind him or over his shoulder, and it's like a big large that's a large ass sword. um and it would be very hard to fit something like that on the frame, like if it's like somewhat behind them but where you can tell, like Nero or just something in general. It's like a lot of thought process to like make sure I get that right, and I want for somebody to think, oh wait, I know that character, something like that. um and it's kind of hard for me, to think about that in a sense, because I want to get that right, especially yeah, Cetrion sword is between like 6 and yeah, like that is so hard, and especially if I'm doing it like a big, like something as like a regular style like this, like something that like you can see the character and stuff like that. The only way to do that would be make him a little bit smaller, but I don't want to compromise on that. And because I don't want to make a character look or feel smaller than they actually are. Because I want the character to like jump off the page. I want the character to feel like you can see them or have like a rough idea of them. And for me, like that's the one thing I want to do, especially if I'm doing like an anime style character, because I don't. That's the one thing I haven't done enough of, and it's been a mixture of a confidence thing and then also just a thing of like I wouldn't want to fuck that up. Because the one thing I've realized with fandoms, if you fuck up a drawing on a character, they're the first people to call you out on it, and they will literally get pissed. Like there's like if you fuck up on a character, especially with a fandom, like let's say you do like a drawing of like from Dragon Ball. If you do not get some, like if you get the face wrong or you get the style wrong, they are the first to go at your ass. they will go after you and swarm you, and they'll be like you got this wrong, you got that wrong, you got this wrong, you got that wrong. You call yourself a Dragon Ball fan? What the fuck is wrong with you? But it's like that's like it's I don't want to be the type to screw that up. You know, it's like it's a confidence thing, especially as someone who isn't as good with that type of style. Like the closest I've gotten to like a mixture between an ink and a paint style was mixing, and I was taking a little bit from a subscriber, her style, which is Beta, with this Raven one. So like for me, it's like I want, if I'm gonna do a character, the natural instinct is to paint. Like that's just like how it is. But for me, it's like I also, if I do paint it, I want to make sure I'm not doing a disservice to that character, and also just like I don't want, especially if I don't know enough about the franchise or I don't not know enough about that character, if I draw them, I don't want to basically it to look like I slept on it. Like I just kind of threw something together just cuz. Like I want it to feel like how I do the rest of my stuff, where I took the time to look into things and to figure out, okay, where to put things, what references to use, and just how to, thank you, how to put stuff together. And for me, that's just been the one thing that kind of has, I wouldn't say kept me from doing stuff that like that, because I would really like to. Yeah, good news with Cetrion is the only skin that really shows is his face. He's covered from neck to toe in armor. Yeah. Well, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. So that keeps that actually gives me a good idea. So that kind of helps me out in a stage wise, I guess, because like for me, it's like it's very hard to do certain characters. Like for stuff like Alex Ross wise, if I wanted to do like Magneto or like that's another thing is like for Static, the reason why I haven't done, because I've kept putting it off. Yeah, his hair is long, so that's where. Yeah, I remember some details. I knew he had longer hair than even Dante, Virgil, or anybody combined. He was just like that long white locks. Hell, he'll put Rapunzel to shame with those locks. in any metal band in the world. Even Ozzy Osbourne is like, yeah, that hair is long. Agreed. Even Ozzy Osbourne is like, damn, man, I thought my hair was long. Need a damn haircut. But yeah, like for me, it's like I really would love to do like characters that are anime inspired or stuff like that. Like the closest I got with Peach, I think, like, and it turned out pretty okay. I was like using like a base reference, and using like watercolors to my advantage. But I think like for other characters that you really, Bareth is like the human version of Cyborg, if I'm being, yeah. I remember some stuff, so like, yeah, I remember that. He was like the one with the machine gun arm. Honestly, that one would be the funnest one to do like a drawing of, because yeah, that one would be the funniest one to do like a freaking like painting drawing of, because you can focus on the machine gun part, like having like a giant circle, have him half in the background but partially in it, and like maybe you could have like a little font of him saying something smart like, or him smoking a cigar and he's like in the middle of like a sentence but you can't tell he's saying something. Yeah, the machine gun is dang yeah. It's a dang Gatling gun. Machine gun, that's well, I don't know. Machine gun, Gatling gun. Wait a minute. No, it's a minigun. We're both wrong. It's a minigun. He has a minigun attached to his arm. We're both wrong. It's a minigun because like it has that multi-layered barrel. Because even in Spider-Man PS4 DLC, remember the big thug that pulled out a minigun? He was like, it's like almost like the thing from yeah. It's also got attachments, which is scary. Agreed. The thing with that is it would be awesome to do him. That actually would be a fun challenge, but I think the one problem for me is getting the proportions right for like the Gatling gun arm. Like for instance, okay, let's say I do a rough sketch on him. Well, first let me paint this little extra bit here. Wesley Snipes met the final thing. Yeah. Let me do like a rough sketch. Let me use like, damn it. Let me just use one of these fuck ups. Okay. So let's say if I do him. Okay, here's let me just do like a rough sketch. Yeah. So if it's like a Gatling gun, so the main focus would be circle for the arm part and like maybe the layers. And you have like a half bit of an arm and he would be maybe facing to this side. Partially, like, so kind of like, I don't know. And middle of a sentence, partially smoking something. So it would kind of look, it would be very hard to do. Yeah, I can give you details and concept art. Please do. I think the one thing that I would also need would like be like the photo reference, because I would have to get like I would honestly think, well, I would hope to find someone dressed as him in a Comic-Con, get them to do a similar pose, and then like basically draw it, because like that's like the rough idea is like the main focus would be like the Gatling, the freaking minigun and the of the arm, and then like the rest would be in the background. Because like I did have, for instance, I did have one for static, and this is why it's been so hard. Is what I was having in mind is basically he would be on the thing he glides on. So it would be more closer to the camera, his face would be. And like his hand would be grabbing the edge, but his body would be more like in the back going what was it? Basically going at an angle. So it's like, because of the way that disc thing is, the what he rides on, the proportions of it are very hard to draw because you have to think of all these little things that I don't have somebody that could do that like on a reference, like get on top of a trash lid, have it be half in the air but half tilted, and then like do that pose. And that's the one problem with like stuff like that is like if I try to draw it out of my mind's eye, it's a lot harder. Yeah, you could do it as a side profile. Yeah, well, actually that works. Wait, do you mean the do you mean static or do you mean what's his name? Oh, freaking back. The minigun man. Minigun man. All right, but let me get back to painting Kang here. But like with Bareth, you can draw him side and then show off the yeah, that works. Yeah, that definitely that kind of simplifies it. That's what I could do. I would have to like get like photo reference and stuff like that, but yes, most definitely. So like, but I think for me, yeah, the gun, yeah. You know what'd be funny? Somebody needs to draw this, but you know, with him with his minigun arm, somebody should draw him next to Scarface. And I'm not talking DC Scarface. I'm talking about the mafia movie Scarface. And they're both saying, "Say hello to my big friend," and they're like shooting from with one with the minigun arm and one with a giant freaking what's it called gun. It'd be hilarious. That'd be the funniest fan art I could ever think of. Why nobody hasn't thought of that is beyond me. I think it's freaking hilarious. But yeah, but for Kang here, I wanted it to be simple. There's not too many references. Yeah, funny enough, he said that. Oh, thank God. I was like, yes, perfect. Yes, perfect. I will say, I think, I will say Kang here. He's a little bit simple. I think the only hard part was for me was getting Jonathan Majors' face right. The armor is like purple. So like the only things that I have to account for is lighting and just like shading and like where to go darker and where to go lighter. For other stuff, it's like it's very complicated, especially painting. I think it would be very I think it would be a very fun challenge to paint certain like that what's the Barris or Bar Barrett I keep saying Barris, like I'm thinking like Dragon Ball Z, but Barrett. My only thing with painting characters, it's very hard to paint any yeah it's very hard to paint characters of another race, because for me it's a lot harder because of like with watercolor or some stuff. Now it can be easy. I'm not saying that, sitting there saying like it's like the worst thing in the world. It's not like it's terrible. It's just hard because the problem with painting any type of thing with a certain color is that you really for me, it's hard because I have to account for where the paint can lapse. If I go like it's for instance, to use the armor as an example, it's all purple. It's very hard to lighten or go darker in certain areas because that's why I use the blue for his face, because if I'm using tones of brown, if I already have it's very hard to use certain colors, especially the brown. It's very hard because with watercolor, there's some things that it's gonna lapse on, and it's not just doing like other race characters. It's also just doing like even scenery. Like if I'm using like a lot of different browns and stuff, it's happened before where it just looks well, thank you. It just looks very runny, it looks very murky, and it kind of bubbles. And I don't know why it happens with other colors, but it happens mainly with brown. And it's not even like it's something that I've noticed. Now, it could just be like the way I'm painting things. And then it could just be on my end, and it could be just on me, and I can accept that. But it's something I've noticed. That's cool. Yeah. It's kind of hard. Like I've tried painting characters of another race before. Like I did Lucas from Stranger Things, like a side view of him on that Stranger Things poster I did. The thing with that was it just didn't it came off like the layering was off, the features were it was very hard because you don't want to screw it up. You don't want to get it wrong, and you also don't want to offend anybody. And that's the one thing that I struggle with is like if I'm doing a character that is like female or another race, I don't want to get those certain things wrong. Like actually, funny enough, like that's the main problem of when I do like female characters, and it's a natural problem that I've noticed is that it is extremely hard for me to get like this actually took I had to use like skin toned pencils because for me painting skin tone is a lot harder, and I think that's what it is. It's not me having trouble drawing black characters or just it's the problem of painting the skin tone. I have no problems drawing them. I'll go eat. My problem is painting the skin tone because there's just like this little. It's a lot harder for me. I don't know what it is. It could be that it's just like a mixture of things. Like skin tone is just very hard to paint with watercolor mainly. But because like even if you can slightly notice it with the Nero painting, that the skin tone he kind of looks a lot. It feels like he looks older than he should, and I don't know why. It could be because of the paint, the way it's set into the paper, and stuff like that. But it. I don't know what it is with painting skin tones. It's a lot harder for me to get certain stuff right. I think, especially if I'm doing characters that are another race, because I have to account for even like white characters. Like, and it's not even just black characters, Mexican, whatever. Even like normal white characters, you can tell like painting the skin tone is extremely hard. I don't know why. It's just hard because the way the paint sets into the paper, or it could be just a skill problem on my end, and I can admit that. It's hard to account for those like small things. And that's just me. Sorry to go on a little mini rant, but it's just like I don't want to sit there and say it's terrible or it's the worst thing in the world. I'm not saying that. It's just hard. And it could just be like for any artist, it can be hard to do. I don't know. Thank you. Welcome. It's the same as trying to paint metal. That's why I won't touch a character like Colossus. I won't do it. I refuse because he's such an organic character that there's if I don't have a reference, and it's also like I don't fully understand the concept when you paint metal, like those like small changes that I really can't account for. It's very hard. I would love to paint characters like Colossus, but it's just very hard, sadly. Harder for me, at least. I agree. Oh, really? Okay. Also, who is the third person watching? Oh, hopefully everybody enjoys. Make sure to like the stream if you feel like it and all that jazz. I have a feeling I think I know who it could be, but I'm not going to say. Well, I know that. Ow. Thank you. I understand that you. What? 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 The what? What the fuck? Indeed. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Trying to get this done so I can move on to a different one. Hell, I might even sell it. Who knows? Just depends. I understand everyone. Sure. Sure. Sure, sure, sure. Whatever floats your boat. Oh, shit. Hey, man. All right. If I can get this printed, once it's done at least, might sell it. That short I made got 100 views, I think. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That is amazing. Well, that's more views than I can make on a video. At least lately. I'm thinking about switching things up on the video front. I'm planning on it at least. I'm actually was hoping to when I get the chance to try. Well, I first have to fix get a different controller when I do the PS5 games, but might try walkthroughs again, but they don't do very well, so I don't know. I have no idea. At least for me. Oh boy. Ow, my freaking foot. Oh boy. Ow. Shit. Trying to get this done so I can move on to another painting thing I gotta do, which has been very difficult. So once I get this done, I can move on to Apocalypse, and then I can move on to Johnny Storm. Which, honestly, I should have already got this done weeks ago, but I put it off because I was a lazy piece of... Oh. Crap. Put off a lot of stuff. That's why I haven't really done too many gaming live streams. Because I need to break. Focus on stuff that I want to do. Until nothing you do. Oh. Okay. Ow! Son of a bitch! Stupid ankle. That hurt. Oh, shit. That's right. There. Somebody commented. I can't read it right now. On this, on something. Got a notification. Yeah, I know, I saw. Personally, I would never do that. Oh. No, the fuck you did not. Smartass. You did not. And if you did, I'm going to be the first one to tell you, dumbass move, dumbass. Not a... If you did, I honestly think that was pretty dumb, because that shit hurts. Because if that is some scary shit, my friend. And extremely painful. Extremely. Let me be the first to say, getting anything pierced is probably the epiphany of just some scary shit. And also, it hurts like fucking hell. And I'll be the first to say it, as a guy, that's like basically somebody saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get my ding dong pierced." Who in their right mind does that crap? That's just like it's like that's pretty much close to what it sounds like to me. Yes, indeed. How about no? About sourpuss, me, no. Don't have a heart attack. I am too young to have a heart attack. Now it'd be different. Oh wait, you're talking to him. Never mind. If I did have a heart attack, I'd probably only be it would be when I'm in my 40s and I have a child. Or 20s or 30s, I should say. Imagine trying to do art with a kid. I'm sorry, but impossible. Also, I'm the I'm the only one that drinks G Fuel. You do realize I would if I had access to something like that. Oh wait, most likely I can't because you know why. So don't start your shot. You know he wouldn't let me. I'm more gamer. Just listen. I hate the taste of Fortnite. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fortnite is trash. Water doesn't have any taste. Thank you very much. What? Fortnite is trash? We knew that already. Here we go, starting race war. How is that even close to what I said? That's not even close. Spare me. Spare me that S-H-I-T shot. Shot? That shot is not allowed. Be spared none. I love that. Yeah, very interesting community. It's very fun. I will be spared none. I was never going to be spared to begin with. What the fuck are you talking about? I was never going to be spared to begin with. We all know this crap. It was a given. Great bots. But YouTube. Yeah, YouTube won't even recommend it at my art streams or any streams I do anymore. They don't even recommend the videos. I don't even know if half the people that are subscribed to me click the bell anymore. Because I literally, like, I will check, like, I've checked half the newer videos, and for me to have, let's see, 220 subscribers, it doesn't, like, some of the videos, like, maybe I'll see, maybe it says like 6 views, 3, just some of the stuff, it's just like, I don't know if it's just because the video quality is crap, or it's, if we add all this, it's, I don't know. I probably just need to work on making better videos, because half the time it feels like if I do videos nowadays, it's just like they're just like nothing's going well. I would like it to, but it is not, for some dumbass reason. And I can't tell if it's because YouTube's blocked my videos or it's just like nobody cares. And that's well and good. I do not care. Oh well, I will quit bitching. My bitching is now at a standstill. And I can tell you how much adding that will end. It will end with death. Death of multiplication. Math sucks. End of story. I hate YouTube. If you did, you wouldn't be on it. Spare me. Makes me look goofy. You sure it's YouTube or it's just naturally you? Cause I can beg to differ. Damn. Probably gonna end it here in a bit. I was gonna paint Apocalypse, but I want to finish this, and plus my battery is getting kind of low, so I'll make sure the stream is public once I'm done here. So yeah, do a little bit of this. Just a minute. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm your tour guide. Nah. Alright. Well, I'm ending it here. Thank you guys for showing up. I'll probably have maybe a video out later. Another video, I should say. I don't know what it'll be about. I don't care. Maybe I might go over a rough draft script. I don't know. Yeah. See ya. Peace out. Bye-bye.